This is a quick warning to let you know that there will be spoilers in this episode. Now, the spoilers will only be from the first episode of the anime. So, if you do care, please go back and watch the first episode. Also, bonus warning, always beware of the comment section below, as there could be spoilers present there as well. You have been warned. Hello friends, welcome to today's video. My name is Kayla, and this is a new anime series. I'm really excited about this series because I've been super wanting to do it on this channel, and honestly, I'm gonna be completely transparently honest with you. This is literally just an excuse for me to watch more anime and draw fan art for it. That's all it is. So, don't judge me, please. Just shh, stop. Stop. I can feel you judging me. You need to stop. Don't judge me, alright? So, like, a quick rundown of what you're going to get out of this series is, this is where I watch the first episode only. Just the first episode of an anime series that is new to me. Like, I haven't seen this series at all. And then I will do some fan art based off of the first episode. If I like the anime enough, based off of the first episode, I'll watch it all the way through. And then I will do a finale fan art, and I will give you my final thoughts, like as a whole. How did I feel about this series as a whole? And yeah, so you can probably expect about 1 to 2-ish videos per anime. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay, listen. What I want to know is, who did this? Who suggested that I watch this anime? I asked both Discord and I asked my Twitch chat when I was streaming the other day, and it has to be Twitch chat. I feel like I got this anime name from Twitch chat. Somebody there suggested this anime to me. So without further ado, today's fan art is from Darling in the FranXX. Okay, when I heard the name of this, I thought, wow, that's a really weird name. But it makes sense now, okay? I watched the first episode and it makes sense. But when I initially looked it up, I was like, Darling in the FranXX, what is this? What is this anime? But basically, what I've gathered so far from the first episode is that it's based in this post-apocalyptic future, right? Feels like humanity's struggling and that they're under attack from these creatures. These creatures they look like giant robotic creatures, and they're called Calaxosaurs. That's all I really know about them so far. That's about it. Calaxosaurs, they're attacking humanity. In this anime, there's this organization called APE, or is it APE? I'm gonna just say APE. But if it's wrong, correct me below if I'm saying it wrong. But anyways, it looks like they raise like kids, like children, to pilot these giant mechs that are called FranXX. So the reason why I started watching this anime was I very, very much love things like Gundam, and I love giant robots, and I love the idea of like Pacific Rim and all that. So I looked at the cover art for it, and I was like, that looks cool. Big robots. Woo! Let's watch it. Let's watch this one. It seems like it's interesting. I usually pick out movies and like anime shows just based off of like the cover art alone. I know they say don't judge a story by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Something like that. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge an anime by its cover. Anyways, I totally judged the anime by the cover, so that's why I picked it. Anywho, so from what I'm gathering is the mechs are piloted by boy-girl pairs. The story looks like it focuses around a boy whose name is Hiro and a girl who goes by the name 02. So right off the bat, I feel completely bad for Hiro, right? He seems so lonely and left out, like, the poor guy. I'm like, oh no. Where's all his friends? I don't like feeling left out personally myself, so I can relate to that, right? Like, who likes feeling left out and like they failed and they're shunned now, and that super sucks. From what I gathered from the first episode is that he failed at synchronizing with his partner, and so that means that they both failed. Like, they failed their training, like the training program that they're in. So the episode kind of follows, like, it focuses on their failure and them having to leave the training program, and then it also focuses on the arrival of the girl 02 and her partner. I have to admit, I really enjoy 02's character design. She looks super adorable, and she looks like she can kick booty. Plus, I'm like a fan of horns, alright? I love like dark fantasy and stuff like that, so horns are really cool. So she has these little like red horns on the top of her head, and man, it would be pretty cool, right? Like if they got bigger in this series. Like, it's just an idea. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to keep watching to figure out if that happens, but yeah. Oh, also, warning guys, here's another warning. The anime does have a little bit of what's the word for it? Fan service? You know what I mean when I say fan service, right? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm just informing you that right off the bat in the first episode, there is indeed fan service. Also, side note, okay, is it just me, or does like the uniforms super remind you of, I don't know if you've seen this anime, but Kill la Kill? I don't know, it's like, you know, the higher ranking, like, I think they're called like Goku uniforms in Kill la Kill, but I think it's just like the sharp design, like the accents on the uniforms. I think that's where I'm kind of like recalling the resemblance between the two, but yeah, that's just it's a side thought. Anyways, so going back to Hiro and his partner. Oh, which, by the way, I don't think I said her name. Her name is Naomi. Hiro was given permission to stay, and she was not. Like, after they failed the exams, they gave him permission to stay in the, I think it's like called a plantation or something like that. But she wasn't given that same permission, so she has to leave. In the episode, she was giving him grief because he was thinking about leaving, and she didn't understand that, because if she had the chance to stay, she totally would. But he just, I guess he just was thinking he wasn't welcome or something like that, or didn't, too many bad memories, or I don't know. He didn't want to stay, basically. But I think they gave him permission because he's some sort of prodigy, but because he failed, you know, he wasn't allowed to have the partner anymore. And anyway, that's just what I'm gathering. It also kind of hints that he's from an orphanage. I don't know if she's from the orphanage too. She might be. Again, I don't know much details because I've only seen the first episode. But as she was leaving, she chucks her like suitcase at him, like before she gets on the shuttle, and she's like, "Bye, you gotta stay," you know. And he's like, "Whoa, why are you throwing this at me?" So it catches him off guard, and so she hops in there, and then she takes off in the shuttle. So it's probably like a good thing that he didn't go, because right as she takes off, the shuttle gets hit by one of the Klaxosaurs, right? And honestly, I'm not sure if she lives. So I hope so, because that would be super unfortunate if she just gets kicked out of this training program and then she's like immediately killed out of the series, right? Like, poor Naomi. I hope she survives. Anyways, so this Klaxosaur attacks, and then we find out that 02 actually has Klaxosaur blood in her. So like, that's interesting, right? I'm assuming that that's probably why she has those red horns now, because nobody else so far has them. It's just her. So her and her partner, they go to fight this Klaxosaur, and her partner dies, like, in the fight. So her, I guess, Frank crashes, and Hiro's nearby, and he basically volunteers to take her partner's place and become her new partner. So at this point in the episode, he figures, why not? You know, I have nothing else to fall back on. I was going to leave anyway. Might as well try. Plus, I'm led to believe that the FranXX definitely need 2 people to pilot them. I mean, if that's the case, there's no point in her trying to solo it, right? So it makes it seem like it's either he goes or she dies. So he basically becomes her quote-unquote darling. It's like, see? Now the name makes sense. darling in the FranXX. Ah, because the FranXX is the robot. He's the darling. Ah. So for this art, I decided to base it around towards the end of the episode where 02 is talking to Hero and then he makes this decision to help Pilot. All in all, I was a little confused with all the new terms at the very beginning. I mean, I'm like that with most animes towards the beginning. But like, I'm sure if I keep watching, everything will feel more cohesive and less fake to me. I'm definitely planning on watching the rest of the episodes. I really enjoyed the world that they have set up. I like post-apocalyptic worlds. I think they're interesting and fun. It's kind of like a blank slate. Anything can kind of happen in them. But again, I love giant robotic fights. So that kind of got me right off the bat with it. Plus the uniforms are cool. I do like the uniforms. I think they're very stylish. I'm also interested in the other characters and seeing what their FranXX are. Like, are they different? Do they have different powers or whatnot? Like, what are the other couples' dynamics? Also, 02 and Hero's FranXX transformed, and it reminded me of a Pokemon for some reason. But like in a good way, like a cool Pokemon, right? But I think the designs are fun, and I'm looking forward to continuing the series now. So thank you for the suggestion. I hope that you enjoyed this little fan art that I did of 02. I love anime. Guys, I really super love anime. I've loved anime since I knew what anime was. So anyways, if there's a series that you think I might like and you'd like to see me watch and like do art for, then let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Especially if they're really great like shorter animes, because then I can watch a bunch of different ones and get some new art painted up for you from those animes. Thank you so much for watching this video and listening to me ramble on about anime. I really appreciate it. I will see you soon, and happy creating!